External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj has met U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson ahead of her address to the United Nations General Assembly, which is later today. Sushma Swaraj raised the issue of terrorism and H-1B with Tillerson as the two leaders met for the first time in a bilateral setting. Ms. Swaraj and Mr. Tillerson, who met in New York on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly session, also discussed strengthening of the US-India political and economic partnership, officials said. The meeting also comes ahead of the visit of Defense Secretary Jim Mattis to India next week. Namrata, given the Indo-Pak exchanges yesterday, what does one look ahead to Sushma Swaraj's address to the United Nations?
I think there's no disputing the fact that the core centerpiece around our External Affairs Minister's speech at the United Nations General Assembly is going to be on terrorism. Specifically, while we may not spend the same kind of time that the Pakistan's Prime Minister did, in fact, lashing out at India. In fact, 90% of his speech was solely directed to that purpose. Our percentage will be far lower, where Pakistan will be directly implied, but the key focus will heavily revolve around counter-terrorism. We also know that there are three other subjects that the Foreign Minister is focusing on, including climate change, peacekeeping and United Nations reforms. But I have to add that the climate is one of a very tense standoff between India and Pakistan here. In fact, the SAARC summit now for the second year in a row is not going to be held. And India is looking at regional dialogues with other groups, be it BBIN or any other organization like BIMSTEC, which is pretty much all the South Asian countries with the exception of Pakistan, to gain leverage and control of regional politics and direction through these groups rather than rely on SAARC. But we did hear a very interesting statement coming just hours before Sushma Swaraj is ready to take the stage, and that was from China in Beijing, where the spokesperson said that China does not support any intervention in the issue of Jammu and Kashmir, essentially supporting India's resolution.
Thank you for that update, Namrata.